Then I just get moss raped.
Well, he just wanted to say hello. He wanted to give you a hug, but he didn't know how because he doesn't have any muscles.
You don't necessarily need muscles for a hug.
You need muscles to move.
Well, why can they move then?
Because they're evil.
Yeah, so they can, if they can move, they can basically hug as well.
But they're too evil to hug. Why aren't you listening?
Why are
I'm making no sense.
no wait, let us discuss that. Why can't evil people not hug?
Because they're evil, they don't know affection.
But what about ooh, what about Jesus Christ? I tried to think of an evil couple, but I can't think of it. Can't think of one.
Oh,
What
there you go.
about the Joker and her little spouse there?
Harley Quinn?
Yeah. Then that's not really well, it's affection on one side.
Yeah, because Harley Quinn's always calling the Joker Puddin'.
Puddin'?
Yeah, Puddin'.
Like
Puddn.
oh,
Puddin'.
I thought she calls him like the Russian president Putin. Or ex-president. I was like, why? What?
Okay, now I'm imagining the Joker, Mark Hamill Joker, mind you, with a Russian accent, and that doesn't make any sense.
Nostrovio. I can see him wearing his Ushanka. And love. Just imagine a crazy laughing with Russian dialect. Walk, 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 walk.
Oh god.
Also, this is
Now for some reason, my mind has jumped to Vodka Drunkinsky from Punch-Out, wearing Joker makeup.
he's not even called that. Like that.
He's called that in the Japanese version.
He is
But-
actually called like that in the Japanese version.
Yeah,
I
he
always
is.
thought that's just the stupid nicknames from people. Also,
Nope.
fucking skeleton.
Wait, did he just kill the knight?
Yeah, I jumped up there, he cock blocked me, and then slashed me with his stupid sword.
My mind, she is blown. I don't know. How are they still living if they share a body, technically?
Well, just use the common explanation. It's fantasy. Period.
Okay, hoorah.
I had the same discussion with Sophie. It's just fantasy. I mean, it also doesn't make any sense that a bunch of androgenic teenagers save the world and find fantasy. Because the least you expect from to saving the world are some undernourished teenagers. Not the army or not anything else. No, a bunch of teenagers. Does
That's
that make
every Final Fantasy game ever.
Yeah, so does that make any sense to you?
No, but then again, I don't play any Final Fantasy games.
Well, you don't technically play this game either.
Well, that's because I don't... I can't get it. Because I don't have the money for it.
It was like 75% off on Steam once.
And that helps me how now?
Well, that you had the chance to get it.
But I didn't know.
Well, sucks to be you, I guess.
Hmm. Well, excuse me while I go duel on motorcycles.
No, this is still something I can't make up in my mind. Why would you play Why would you play a children's card game on a goddamn motorcycle?
Because it looks stylish.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it isn't silly enough anyways.
But I said I could explain it, and I think I will since we have time.
Yeah, go for
Basically,
it.
you ride on a motorcycle with a dual disc, which is where your cards are kept.
Okay.
There are hologram projectors inside the motorcycle, so that's what shows up when you put down a card.
Okay.
It works like a normal duel, except it's on motorcycles. And
Yeah, but why is it on a motorcycle? Where is the exact reason to be on a goddamn motorcycle for that?
It's called a turbo duel. They move. Their hearts beat in hyperdrive.
What has it to do with their hearts now? I mean, it's a,
I'm referencing the stupid intro song, but
oh, it's like some weird crap like the
Yeah.
heart of the cards, like in,
yeah, basically. But
so they're
basically,
not like
it's called a turbo duel, and the rules are like subtly different. Like the way the thing works is that there's a field spell card called Speed World, and it basically says you can't use normal spells. You have to use speed spells,
okay.
which they have different costs depending on how many speed counters you have, which are given to you by Speed World.
Yes. I don't understand, but go on.
Traps still work, monsters still work like how they normally do, but you can't use spells or else you lose life points.
Okay.
Like about 2,000 life points per spell.
Okay.
But you have to use speed spells, which are spells, but they work with Speed World.
Exactly. And so, these rules just could apply just by playing a regular duel. I mean, there's basically no reason to be on a motorcycle to begin with.
Well, it's called Speed World. You have to have some speed going into it.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's not like that if it's something say speed, it also is speed involved. I mean, it's a card game, and you also don't throw cards at each other. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think you get my stat point.
You have to admit that I have a point with Speed World.
You have to admit that this whole concept is basically bullshit.
But it's also an excuse to get people into skin-tight motorcycle outfits.
Yeah, to have even more rank material.
Well, they call it Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds for a reason. And it's not the cards, I'll tell you that.
Fucking hell. I really, really don't hope that they really call it just because of that one fact.
No, it was...
But this explanation fits so well. That's the problem. I would actually believe that if somebody would seriously tell me that. Like the creator in an interview, why is it called Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds? And he says, hey, look at our female main characters, then you know why.
Well, they should have called Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, because they had more female characters and they were all equally endowed.
Gifted.
Yes. And they all wore sexy miniskirts.
So, pretty much the whole wish of a typical Japanese.
Yeah. God damn it, Japan.
Just the tentacles were missing. Or was there like a huge ass tentacle monster once?
There are cards like that, but it's not that kind
which
of
can
anime.
directly attack the player, of course.
I think there actually is one that can do that and has tentacles.
The more I know about Japanese culture, the more I know that I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Empty? It's not here! Just a guardian at rest.
Wait. Can you hear that?
Can it be? Could the guardian...
Light brighter than the sun blinded our heroes. Pictures of what had happened flashed before their eyes.
Well, that's it. That's pretty much it. After this wide, bright, shining light, which I forgot why it actually does that. That's it for this episode of Let's Play Trine.
And I hope your minds are thoroughly broken. I have trouble pronouncing words now.
Oh, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. God, I need some sleep. Anyways, thank you for guesting, and we see you in the next episode of Let's Play Trine. Say something. Like bye.
Something. Bye.
Yeah, that's better. Good.
I have to speak now? Oh my god, what the hell?
No, I know that's totally over your capabilities. I'm sorry.